Head collar training is important for all horses and ponies, and it doesn't have to be stressful for them or for you. Just 5 minutes a day and the head collar will be on in about 2 weeks. In this video, I'll show you the easiest way to halter train using positive reinforcement. I'll be showing you 3 different young ponies, all at different stages, all with different personalities and levels of confidence. I'll show you step by step how to progress through the process and what to be careful of when using treats. Day 1, you enter with the head collar in your hand. You let them approach like this. Let them sniff or click, and then you give them a treat as a reward, and then just walk away. That's what you would repeat on day 1 and day 2. You want them to come to you and to be curious about it and to feel no pressure. This is Mouse. He's the most nervous. He had a bad experience when he was castrated just over 2 years ago. He's very head shy, so I'm using a technique to get him used to my arm going over his head and ears. I present it and he places his face into the head collar. I then whistle and give him a treat. You'll notice I'm giving him the treat away from my body, out in front of him. It's important to give him time to choose to put his face into the head collar. So when he moves his head away, I don't follow him with it. I wait for him to move his head back and then reward when he's making a try. Short sessions, making little amounts of progress each day work best. To start with, you would hold the head collar open and whistle when they came forward and sniffed it and give them a treat. You do that for a couple of days, then you would progress to them putting their nose just inside and whistle and treat. And then you would progress to where me and Mouse are now, where your arm is going up over their face with the other side of the head collar. Each day you break it down into the smallest step that you can take. It's really important to be really relaxed and positive and happy about it all. Enjoy the process of learning together, and then the pony feels it. I had to learn this the hard way, but as a beginner you have to be really careful using treats. You have to have some boundaries, because otherwise the ponies, they will mug you. So you need to make sure that you're training them to take treats away from you and that they're respecting your space and not crowding you to try and get them. Now moving on to Bodhi. Bodhi's perfect for positive reinforcement training. He's bright as a button and he's quite confident about it, even though he's not been touched or handled. I stand next to him, facing forward, open up the head collar nose, let him put his head in, hold it either side of his face, give him a treat in front of him. Repeat the process, making sure that he's coming to you to put his nose in, let him put his nose in, hold it either side of his face, and give him a treat. When I started, I didn't know where to put my body, where to put my hands, how to get the head collar round. But after training 10 ponies, this is the simplest way I've found. Once they're confident with putting their nose in, you can put their nose in, hold it either side, and then you turn your body to face them, whistle and give them a treat. Now you're going to put the nose in and you're going to put your left hand under their chin to the other side, freeing up your right hand in preparation for reaching over to grab the other side ready to do up. You would do each one of these steps for 5 minutes a day. You start facing forward, nose in, turn and face them, left hand under, right hand is then free to go over their head. Only whistle when they're putting their faces down or holding their face still, not when they're backing up or pulling away. And remember to allow them time to come back to you to put the head collar on. Nose in, turn and face them, left hand under, right hand reaching over. Start by just reaching your right hand over the top of their neck. Nose in, left hand under, right hand over, grab the other side, whistle, release and treat. And you would repeat that until they're comfortable with it. You don't want to do it up too quickly. Repeat that for a couple of days. Then repeat the process, putting your nose in, turning and facing, left hand under, right hand up over, grab the other side and just push it through the buckle lightly, play around there and let it off again, whistle and treat. When that's all good, you repeat the process, nose in, left hand under, right hand over, push it through the buckle, make some noise, get them used to it being played around with, whistle and treat. You don't want to be sneaky about it, you want them to be confident with the sound of it and the movement of your hands. If you're enjoying the video, please give us a like. All of the time you're building their confidence with you next to them and with the head collar. So you repeat that process, and this time when you put your hand over, you're going to push it through the buckle and just pull it tight a little bit, but don't do it up, and just leave it on them. Let them see how that feels, give them a treat, and then you undo it, playing around with it, take it off nice and gently, and give a treat. Important to treat as well at both parts. I can put a head collar on Ari without using treats. He's the most comfortable and confident, but I thought I would just show you how you would do it to encourage a pony to keep sweet on having the head collar on. Just because you can put it on him without treats doesn't mean that he wouldn't appreciate some encouragement, an extra incentive. I have 3 ponies who lose their mind when it comes to treats, and they were terrible at mugging. Ari was one of them, and he can still be a little insistent and a little pushy. So this is good treat training practice for Ari. They have to get comfortable with having head collars on and off because it's not really safe to leave them with them on all of the time. My other herd, the famous 5, they will actually remove each other's head collars, so there's no point leaving them on. It's just more dangerous because they might get caught up when they're playing around and having fun with them themselves. Once the pony is comfortable with having the head collar put on and done up, I would just allow them to walk around with it for a little while and then bring them back, remove it and treat them. And I'd repeat that a few times before progressing to putting a lead rope on and teaching them to follow a feel, which is going to be a video I'll be covering very soon. You don't need a round pen or a stable to head collar train this way. It works with older horses as well. I trained Runa this way, and he had been wild for over 10 years as a stallion, and he's halter trained well now. Treat training is really handy if you have to do your training in an open space where you need them to stay with you. You want to encourage them to stay close. For tips on how to keep your horse happy and healthy this summer, see my other video. Thanks for watching.